This is Vlogmas day 20 and I have to apologise because I haven't actually done any videoing today. I've been sort of rushing around getting everything organised due to the announcement from last night. As I said, in between doing my hauls and everything, yeah, everything changed. As I wasn't surprised actually. I'm not upset about it. I think deep down I was expecting it. I honestly thought it was going to be worse than what it was. I thought it was going to go on full lockdown. We don't tend to actually traipse out Christmas Day. We don't tend to have visitors anymore on Christmas Day. We just normally have a quiet Christmas, because normally we do everything on Christmas Eve. And as I said, we did all our phoning around to cancel. As I said, we was going to have our son, daughter and granddaughter round for part of Christmas Eve after our granddaughter finished nursery midday on Christmas Eve, but hey ho, that's just how it goes, doesn't it? So consequently is this morning I spent the time just collecting everything into the relative places it's got to go, and we rang our son up again this morning and we met in a car park, and we my daughter-in-law and granddaughter didn't get out the car, but our son sort of opened the boot. We put everything in the boot, stepped back while he closes it. We did social distance, and it was pretty nice because our granddaughter was going like this, and she's so excited. She was trying to get out of her car seat, bless her. She wanted to come out, but we said no, not today. And she had that house, you know, with the antlers, and we let that go actually in the car, because that's not actually for her for Christmas. That was what she was going to play with Christmas Eve, and we said when you get home with mummy and daddy you can play with the house. She was quite happy with that. And then consequently is she, because she's 3, she sang us Jingle Bells, so at the top of her voice, which was really nice. So at least I got to see her, so at least that's something, even if I couldn't hug her or anything. Or it's a shame really, because we was going to have a birthday cake for hubby and everything, but never mind. Hubby never gets to blow his candles out anyway, because usually Talia has to do it a few times, but anyway, never mind. So I've got my Minnie Mouse dressing gown. I can't show you the back because I've been knocking the camera. If I remember, I'll try and remember to take a picture before this video finishes. And I've also got, you can see a theme here, and I got my Minnie Mouse slippers here as well. So as I said, I got everything sorted. It did actually empty the games room quite a bit, and what we've done is, because our granddaughter's not coming now Christmas Eve, we've put our gifts actually under the tree out the way. So normally we don't do that until late Christmas Eve night, but they've been put under there, so at least you know, the games room is cleared. So yeah, so it's mostly, I said, didn't really do any videoing, but I thought I'd come on. We watched Santa Claus, the movie, with Dudley Moore as Pat, so that was really nice. We've just finished watching that, and there's been some quite nice movies on, you know, Christmas movies on the Disney Channel, Netflix and Amazon. So it's sort of, you know, writing them down and everything, the ones that I feel are really, or look really good by the trailers. And what I did, they were laughing at me, I wrote them back of an envelope, and then we watched the trailers again to find out which family members wanted to watch what, so that we could make sure that, especially Moa, I got this bad habit, you know, I tried to hold off, because every time I see a good movie I think, no, they're not going to want to watch this, and then I watch it and or get halfway through and they come in or come down or whatever, and they said, oh, this looks good, I want to see this. So I tend to hold off as much as I can now, and on the bit of paper we put who wants to watch what, do you know what I mean? So I know we do have our favourites, and I was going to do a separate movie, but I'll mention some of them. As I say, we've watched Santa Claus the movie, and then there's the one with Tim Allen. We haven't watched that one yet. We did watch Christmas with the Cranks a few days ago, if you like that one. One of our favourites, and is a must, is Santa and Pete. Never been able to get it on DVD, but very often it will come up at some point on one of the channels. Really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I think it's one of my favourites, top of the list anyway. And as I said, there's a fair few. We like different variations of A Christmas Carol and Scrooge as well. I know some of you have already commented when I brought this up, your favourite movies, and we do watch A Wonderful Life normally on Christmas Eve. Although our son, I think it's just his age, you know what I mean? I think they released it in technical colour, didn't they? Technical colour. We always watch it in black and white, and I know by our son's face, all black and white, do you know what I mean? But there you go, isn't it? So yeah, so we do have our favourites. I have got a real big list. What we tend to do is we have our favourites that we watch without fail every year. Then there's some that we alternate between. I tend to watch a lot of Christmas movies being at home, and I usually save those, maybe watch one an afternoon or something when I'm writing cards, wrapping up and things like that. But I've got some real favourites, and there's been quite a few nice ones that have been on TV as well, like Christmas movie channels and things like that. So yeah, and I do actually have a lot of Christmas movies myself, so yeah. But there's certain ones that I save when family members are around. We have watched the Polar Express twice. Me and hubby watched it, and then our son requested it, and so we watched it again. I love that one with Tom Hanks' voice. Brilliant movie. I'm sure you've all got your own favourites and traditions, as we have. I'm not sure what the next one is on the list to watch, because we've got a couple of days. As I said, it's like Halloween. Going off topic, Halloween night, we always watch Hocus Pocus and Practical Magic. Those two videos we always save until Halloween night. And Hocus Pocus, I think it's one of the most watched videos, or should I say DVDs, we have, because we watch it every single year. And it's the same with Christmas, but I do like my this is a fair few years old now. Hubby bought me this, and then he bought me these a few years ago. I think the slippers might have come from Asda, I've got a feeling. And I haven't worn my new pyjamas yet. I've got Mickey and Minnie and sort of Disney pyjamas, but I'm going to save those for Christmas Eve. But as I said, you can see Mickey. Yeah, I was umping and ahhing about having him sit on the bed, because he is quite big. Yeah, I'm pulling him up by his nose. He is fairly big. He's come from the Disney store. And I mentioned that I didn't know about putting him on the bed because I thought, oh, hubby will moan. But funny enough, he hasn't said anything. He just, like the cushions, although 2 came off, but we've got another 2 on. I got my bow one here that I got, I think it was something like £3 from Primark after last Christmas. And I've also got my other one here. Okay, also came from Primark, so yeah. So I've got a little bit of a Disney vibe going on. But as I said, I haven't managed to get an awful lot of interesting bits done. I've got a couple of cards left to go out tomorrow. That'll be the last couple. And hopefully those you'll receive, whoever they are for. I haven't received theirs yet. We'll get them hopefully before Christmas. I do apologise. As I said, Did go to the post office on Saturday. Every time I seem to go there, it sort of costs me £10, £15 a time. But there you are, because they do go through, a lot of my cards do go through as larger envelopes, even though they're the normal size. But because they're cards that I've made and a little bit more bulkier, you know, they got this plastic slit thing that they can check, and also they get weighed as well, because I have those little disc ornaments go in, tree ornaments, and obviously they, although they're not heavy, I do pay the extra for them. So hopefully you'll all get your cards hopefully before Christmas, and I do apologise if you don't. But I wanted to not pass Vlogmas Day without coming on. I did actually get our TV guide. When I did the haul, I got some food from Tesco's. I don't know whether I actually included the TV guide. We get what's on TV. I don't remember what the price is, but I'll probably do that tomorrow, as I said, and I'll let you know, because I do highlight what's in the magazine, and then once it's been programmed in, it gets a tick by pen to say it's been sort of programmed in. And what I do is I go through the magazine, highlight whatever I feel as though I'm interested in, or other family members, then it gets passed around. Luckily with our planner you can record, if I remember rightly, 6 programs at one time on different channels at the same time, so that helps. This is something, I keep saying this is something else I've done for years on end, and it's worked out well, only because, for one, we used to do a lot of visiting or have visitors, especially Christmas Eve. We used to have open house. When you're cooking and having family time, Christmas Day, we used to relax in the afternoon, evening, watch TV possibly. It's just easier to put everything on the planner, and then it's there when you want. Plus, I used to always be working over Christmas and quite long hours, being a carer, so very often I used to miss a lot of things. So it's just easier to put it on the planner, and it's there, and that's what we've continued, and it's worked out well. So yeah, so if there's anything, you know, if you've bought TV Times, or I don't know, the Christmas TV guides, let me know. Comment below if there's anything that's caught your eye, unless you just go day by day. As I said, I usually go through the whole of Christmas week up to New Year, and say do that, and occasionally the night before or on the day I'll flick through to make sure I haven't missed anything. I do see if there's any shows or anything that I haven't seen. I must admit, a lot of the movies I've already seen. I mean, like you said, there's the favourites, and things like, I don't know, Sound of Music, and maybe a James Bond movie we'll watch, just for the fact that you can still socialise and watch the movie, because you know the movie. But yeah, so do comment below if you point something out, if there's anything that you think yourself you're interested, or you just want to highlight for myself, that'd be great. As I said, I was really happy about the Pringles. Thank you very much for that, because I got them for £1. I said the cheapest I could get them was £1.25 from Iceland, and I kept saying normally I can get them for £1 about this time of year, but didn't see them. But then again, I hadn't been in actual Tesco's for a good while, so I didn't actually know. So thank you very much. And anybody else who's got any recommendations, I say mostly Iceland, Tesco's, you know, any deals, especially as I haven't been shopping, but normally for 2 weeks before Christmas, right up until the last minute, I do tend to do it around the shops. I tend to give you gift ideas in stores and talk about what I like and what I've used in the past. But I said previously I wasn't going to do that. I only go out if I absolutely necessary and use it. It's either with hubby or our son, whether it's to go on a appointment or to go and get my medication, or post office, which is actually in Tesco's. And normally, you see, I can walk it up to the Western Ferry Centre to go to the post office, so I haven't got to actually catch a bus. I haven't been on any public transport or bus since beginning of March, and that was actually a hospital appointment. So I think I'm going to tie it in here now, because we're going to have a we're watching a bit of TV. I'm not sure what we are watching. I know the other night we did watch I don't know if this is sad, Christmas lights, you know, especially homes now or in the past on YouTube, of how they decorate their homes with lights and the light shows, and there's been some really good ones. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's not that interesting, but just to say that I hadn't forgotten. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Good night and God bless.